Look at how young these guys are.
The moderate right died today. Yep. You're not
You
going to get
shot
over it.
the moderate right.
Yes.
You made a terrible, terrible mistake. I
And
wish you hadn't done that.
the word on the street is that Antifa and BLM are going to wind up on the terrorist list.
They're going to wind up on the terrorist watch list. This,
No, not
I
the
do
terrorist
not
watch list, labeled as terrorist
label
organization.
them as terrorist organizations. I do not condone this. I do not advise this. I do not want this to happen for all of the aforementioned reasons. Trust me, you don't want war.
Yep.
Nobody knows that better than that guy right there. Okay. I've had my share, but this guy knows what the fuck he's talking about when he says stuff like that. Listen to him. But I know that as soon as Antifa is labeled a terrorist group, we're going to get some vigilantes.
Oh yeah.
It historically speaking, that's what happens. When the Weimar period broke in Germany, the Antifa was there. That's where they're from. That's where that started, was in Germany. They were the communists in Germany. And when it was declared that open season on Antifa was a thing, gangs of youths were roaming the streets, just absolutely decimating them.
Yep.
So,
and listen, that's mob violence, and I don't want to see that.
No.
But that's what happened.
Yeah.
When you look at the historic examples.
Yep. Yeah. You don't want that. Please don't do that. Do not participate in that. It's bad because there's no way to turn off a mob once it starts.
Nope.
It just has to run its course. So let's not do that. That's not fun. Let's leave that alone. Meanwhile, back over here, let's see what this one has.
Fight back! White man, 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 fight back!
That was the day of, that was the night of the assassination. That's how fast this happens. That's why I brought this up. That's how fast this happens.
Wow.
And look at it. It's young white men. And they have had enough.
Well, all right. Let's just be honest, okay? You go onto the college campuses, there's all kinds of groups for every sexual orientation, every race, even religion. But there is not one single group
white men
for Caucasians.
Yep.
If you try to set that up, you're labeled instantaneously a hate group. Your name goes on a list.
Yep.
And I think that is going to go away here.
Yep. And the college Bolsheviks, which is where they're made,
drink,
all try to join that club. And when you deny them membership, they use that to shut it down and say you're not inclusive and have the club destroyed that way. So that night, young white men were already in the streets saying, fight back.
Yep.
That's how fast this happens. We're lucky that it didn't escalate. We had, thank God, in my rural town, everybody gathered in front of the courthouse, which was built in 1846 and is still in use to this day. Since 1846, it has been a courthouse. Everybody gathered on the lawn of the courthouse and sang Amazing Grace.
Yep,
okay, that's what you want. If they're going to gather in numbers, and these were farm boys too. There were some farm boys there. A couple of the lefties showed up and looked around and went, probably not tonight.
I went to the vigil for Charlie Kirk at Oakland University last night. And I didn't stay for the entire thing. I left about 2/3 halfway through.
Yep.
But there was so many people there. And I'm like, I better get out of here. I'm going to spend 2 hours in traffic. But it was very sad. But I was like, holy shit. I'm like, and this is going on all over the country and over in Europe as well.
Yep.
And the Turning Point USA, before Charlie Kirk was unalived, had roughly 3,300 chapters throughout the United States between high schools and colleges.
Yep.
Do you know how many requests they've got as of today? 53,000.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep.
growing.
Yep. That was on the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Today is the 16th.
6 days. And guess what?
5 days, because you've got 1 day of shock.
Yeah. And people are not calming down.
No.
People are, I mean,
Usually something like this has died off by now.
yes. I mean, I was teaching kickboxing yesterday.
Mhm.
One of the students comes in and she's all in tears because she's just like, oh, you know, some of the people I work with said some fucking shit, like condoning all of this craziness that happened to Mr. Kirk, and I don't know what to do.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, number one, take it as a blessing.
Yep.
Because now you know who the evil people are. They've showed their true colors.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you really want to fuck them up, this is how you do it. Number one, you write a letter to the HR department, but you don't send it yet. All right. You write a letter to the governor and the AG of the state. I know it's a blue state, but it's still for the record.
Yep.
Right.
Get it on the record.
And then you write a letter to OSHA
Mm-hmm.
in regards to you feel unsafe in your workforce because there's violent elements. You know.
And they have demonstrated that they will be violent, and assassination pretty much squares that away.
Yes, but you send a copy of the OSHA letter to all of those other institutions along with your complaint in regards to who did what or said what. They cannot ignore it.
Send it to your state Better Business Bureau.
Yeah.
Send it to your state police. Send it to your state attorney general. Just send it. Don't expect a reaction. Don't expect a reaction, but get it there and get it on the record.
But the thing is, if the complaint arrives and they can read the complaint to them, and then they go through and they read the other complaints, and they say, "Oh shit, OSHA was involved. This was sent to the President of the United States." They cannot ignore it. They have to take some type of action.
Yep. Here's how I've been fighting my battle with my shit for 20 years now. Here's how I continue to get responses. Whenever I send something to Department of the Army or the Inspector General, I CC a whole stack of motherfuckers.
That's right.
I CC all of my representatives. I CC the president's office because this involves him as the commander-in-chief.
Yep.
And anybody else I can think of. And at the bottom, I put a CC list. And if they go check that and call those offices, they're like, yeah, we got that.
Yep.
You know, and it costs me some postage. I'm not going to lie. It costs me $20, $30 a pop to do these things, but I don't care.
But here's the thing.
Yep.
How much is your soul worth to you? Really?
Yeah, exactly.
How much is your soul worth to you? Are you going to just sit there and say nothing and let this shit foment and grow and become a huge force of evil?
Yep.
Or are you going to like put pen to paper and write some letters and drop some dimes? Now, I hate saying that word, drop some dimes, but the average person is not equipped for a stand-up fight with these people, and I get it.
Yep.
All right. They're not built like me and Steve.
Yep.
All right.
We're persistent. We were literally trained to be persistent.
That's right. And the thing is the good people of this country are going to have to take a stand and push back against this craziness that is allowed to flourish. Because guess what? They burned down cities.
Yes.
And the media called it fiery but peaceful.
Let's get to the fun.
All right.
I want to get to the fun portion of the show. We're dragging this in kind of a different direction, how to fight back against them. I want to stay on target here.
Stay on target. Doing an actual video on how to eviscerate these people on a whiteboard.
Yes. So let's save all of that for this. And
so excited.
So excited.
Here we go.
This is where it begins.
There is nothing normal about an administration at the head of this country.
Yeah, like Obama
who
and Biden
is vowing to go after its own citizens who have a different political leaning.
That's very interesting.
Oh, yeah, very.
This is the scariest thing I've heard out of this man all throughout this whole thing.
I agree. Obama was
going to designate liberals and liberal organization as terrorists.
That's terrible. Terrible. Sad news.
Who do you think was handing
It's
out
only a matter of time
sandwiches?
before we're in camps.
Yeah. Who do you think was handing out sandwiches while they're burning down cities in 2020 and 2019?
That was us. That was us.
Who was stacking piles of bricks days before these riots would take place? Who was
White ring supremacists, obviously.
Yeah. Who was funding these agitators and paying for these protesters? I mean, it was not the right. It was the left. And I can guarantee you, if Trump had,
it was white ring supremacists, man.
yeah, right, yeah, right. Everything's the white man bad.
Yeah.
But if Trump did not win this election, we would be royally fucked right now. Much worse than we are, in my opinion.
You're right.
And this would have went dynamic a lot quicker. At least now there's a chance that we can try. I wouldn't say it's a good chance, but there's a small possibility that we can course correct without an avalanche of pain, misery, which I do not want to see.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulus.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.